got a Lapina question. Do you anticipate him being able to do anything out there today, or?
No, not today.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know, Bill Drake will be able to answer more of that stuff as we get closer to practice than I will. He usually knows more. Well, he does. He knows more of what's going on, and he always finds out before I do. So we'll hopefully, as we get closer, we'll have a better feel for what's going on with Kevin.
Okay. And you referred to more tests being finalized or whatever. Are you certain at this point that there's no structural damage there?
No, I'm not certain. I'm not certain on anything yet.
Okay. With Marshall, is this a deal where he's like sleeping in the video room at night, trying to soak up as much, a crash course on what he's going to need to do, or?
Well, it's a good question. It's funny you asked that. We were here last night at about 10:30, and he was still watching film, and he'd been here all day, and finally we told him to get the heck out of the office. And he thinks he's so far behind, and so, yeah, Marshall is putting in too many hours. I mean, he's spent all day yesterday doing film work.
Paul, do you worry that, the whole paralysis by analysis thing where he tries and overthinks it too much instead of just, playing the game and kind of doing what he can do?
Well, I mean, that can occur to anybody, and he's excited. He's a young guy, and he's a competitor, and I think that's the thing that I think his teammates know, we all as coaches know, and competitors usually are successful. So I don't know. I don't know Marshall well. We'll see how things unfold. We're going to all see how he plays, how he responds, and I mean, let's all be realistic. He's a redshirt freshman with very little experience, and we'll see how he plays.
Do you like how is he athletic enough? Do you like how his athletic ability fits into the offensive style?
Yeah. I mean, enough. I think he's athletic enough at this point, and he's nowhere. The thing that's kind of nice about Marshall is he's nowhere near physically where he's going to be in a couple of years. He's got a lot of weight room growth that is there still on his frame, so he's going to get a lot bigger and stronger as he gets older. And that'll just help him, obviously, in everything he does as a player. So I think there's a lot of potential in Marshall that's far from being tapped. So he does have some ability that'll grow and help our offense as he matures, and our team around him does also.
After looking at film, the changes you made defensively, some of which were forced by injury, were those successful changes? I was speaking mostly about the linebacker changes you had to make.
Well, for the style of team we faced, I think we were okay with it, and it worked, no question. We're going to need our linebackers to, we didn't play Corey Evans or Kendrick Dunn or Michael Ledgerwood. I mean, there's 3 linebackers in the thin area already that didn't even play a snap. So, we're going to need 1 or 2 of those guys back this week. We need them all, but if we could get a couple guys back, that'll definitely help our linebacking core. But I was pleased with the kids that had the opportunity. I thought they did a nice job. I think we officially only had two true missed tackles, which is so far and above better than we've ever done. I think that in itself speaks volumes for one, having our safeties with experience back there, and playing an opponent that, we're a little superior to, obviously, from a talent standpoint.
So what do you know about, say, Dunn, Evans, Ledgerwood?
Well, we're hoping Dunn will be back. We think he'll practice today. I think Ledgerwood and Dunn are still in question right now.
Ledgerwood and Evans?
Excuse me, yeah, Ledgerwood and Evans.
I was just saying, Coach, how is this week coming off your first win? Has it been any different at all? Did you just kind of have a sigh of relief or anything on Sunday morning?
Yeah. I mean, I think all of us had a little sigh of relief, players included, and just all right, we got one, it's done, it's behind, and now it's behind us, and we can move forward, not worry about that kind of thing, and it's always fun. I mean, obviously the hurts don't hurt as much, and everything feels a little bit better the next day or two. So that part's really good, and it's exciting. We got a Pac-10 game. It's homecoming, and like we said, we got a lot of games in front of us. There's a lot to be had in this season, so we still have a lot of great opportunity in front of us. So we're excited about that.
Paul, after the offensive line switches you made last week, are you pretty committed that right now you got guys in the right place there?
No, I mean we've moved a few around, and you know, there's a couple, 2-3 kids that are playing pretty consistent, and some kids that aren't right now, and it's hurting our consistency as an offense, and so we're still trying to find some answers. We desperately need some players to step up and be very consistent in their performance, and we haven't gotten that right now. You know, the bright thing about it is there's a lot of youth in there that can step up and maybe make a difference, and so we've got some nice young players playing, but we've got to get some production and consistency out of them.
So, I mean, it sounds like you're not necessarily set that you might not make. I mean, do you have any changes there that are imminent? Or? Not
yet. You know, some of it may be based on a few kids that are a little nicked up right now. You know, Von Lasuma's got a little bit of an ankle, and so that's a little bit of an issue. But you know, Stephen Ayers and B.J. Guerra need to step up and play. I mean, they're freshmen, but they're capable. Joe Appel needs to play better. His first career start, and a lot of you know, he got a lot of playing time for a guy that hasn't practiced much, hadn't been to this point just because of his coming off his preseason knee surgery. So we desperately need some guys to step up and be a lot more consistent over there.
Paul, would you say the 2 spots on the left side, are they like last week, are the starting jobs pretty much up for grabs this week?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that we are closely monitoring it, and hoping somebody just plays very good all week long there. We definitely need that side to play a lot better than what has been happening for us.
How's Jason Stripling doing health-wise?
He's got a shoulder injury that right now is definitely holding him out this week. The length of that and the severity of that, we should hopefully know here in a few days. But you know, it doesn't look real promising as we speak.
In terms of playing the rest of the season type thing, or?
Well, at least this week, and you know, maybe a week after that or so. We don't know for sure.
Paul, knock on wood, but if Kevin was out and Marshall got hurt, would you consider burning the Levenseller's red shirt?
Yes.
That situation came up, would you play him ahead of Dan?
If it's a long period of time, potentially, yes, that would probably be how we would handle it.
Any other questions for Coach? All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks.
Thanks.